Hello everyone and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2, our Skaven Mortal Empires campaign. So, in the last episode, we tried to send this third army off to take on, I guess it wasn't Tyrion, but, well, some of these High Elf forces that have been retaking their territory. Unfortunately, it didn't work out too well, and, well, they were pretty much completely destroyed. So we're rebuilding the army here. Good news is that we have pretty much taken all of the gates. Correct. Let's see. Double checking. Yes. So I have all of the gates leading into Ulthuan. So we're making progress there. We have a good source of being able to produce more military units and that sort of thing. We also have our two main armies going, and they're relatively strong right now. A few hits here, but nothing major. So we're just going to continue on wiping out the rest of the High Elf forces. And then our main goal for this episode is to take Tor Yvres, however you want to spell that, because it has the pastures there, which will give us a boost to our food and allow us to take more places and that sort of thing. Okay, so let's take a look. It looks like Skrulk's pretty well set up here. Let's have him go and start a siege of Tor Akar, whatever. Continue the siege. Now, can I get this other army in range? If I get him into forced march, I can. So let's do that. Alright, it looks like we can take him out pretty quickly, so we'll do that. No major losses, though a few more casualties in Mika's army. A good amount of gold that we can get from this one, so we'll sack it, and then in the next turn we'll take it out. Alright, Mika, what do we want to do with you? Probably continue building you up, so finish up with the wound, or the weapon strength. Continue with that for that hero. And I don't think there's really too much else I can do right now. These guys are still building up their forces, so that's gonna be a little while. What can I recruit into his army? We have regular plague monks, but nothing else major, so you know what, I'm just gonna leave it. It would be nice if I could do the poison gutter runner slingers, but I can't right now, so since I'm focusing Lothern to have more economic and defensive buildings, I can't really do too much with it for the moment, so we'll just leave it as it is. Alright, Signlet of Mordheim. We do not have walls there. I don't see any enemy heroes, so we'll continue on. Now, certainly the dwarves are going to be the next major threat, I think, just because of how large they are right now. And what are you up to? Oh, you're attacking the Oh, you took out the vampire counts, or the vampire coast. I forgot because the last episode, the vampire counts, who are back in the old world, were pretty much wiped out. I believe because of the dwarves and all that. I suppose with the right amount of help and trying to do things that hurt public order, I could attempt to resurrect the vampire counts. It would be something to keep in mind, I guess. And you want a military alliance now. If it keeps you from attacking my stuff, sure. Alright, Mika, I'm gonna have your forces go in. Make sure we have everyone else with us, and we'll wipe them out. I'm just gonna have Skrull go in and take out Alicia there. He's strong enough to do it relatively easily. And 4,500 gold isn't really enough to do a sack and raise, so we'll just do that. Alright, damaged walls and leveled up again. I'll do that, I guess, for now. Alchemist Spark. I really wish there was a way that I could just set you up where I didn't have to worry about your little thing coming up anymore, but I guess there's nothing I can do about that.
Faithful servant of decay.
I do really love having the heroes that give a boost to mobility. I know the Warlock Engineers and I think the Dwarven Engineers both do that. I can't recall any other units that do that as well. The Vampires might have one because they have so many hero units, but I can't recall off the top of my head. It is still saying that Ulthuan's pretty powerful, and it looks like they are making some progress again back in the New World. And that little force is definitely causing some issues as well. I should probably also check on that force that I sent back to take back Hexawaddle, now that I'm thinking about it. I had to make a little change on the streaming page because it was still set to Rome 2. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Alright, Morphific, you are back. What else to do for you? We got Pestilent Birth, Earthing, Power Drain. Let's do Power Drain, I think. And re-add you to the army. And I'm thinking we'll probably do another set of Storm Vermin. And we're almost to the point that we can begin to build up Ulthuan some more. Oh yeah, I did say that I wanted to check out Hexawaddle. There's Pahuex. Might as well do that. Hexawaddle is gradually growing up again. And is there really anything else that I want to do for here? I don't think there necessarily is. Increase Skaven corruption, I suppose. Alright, Skrulk, let's move you a little bit, but not so much that you can't reinforce. Oh, come on. You know, this is still... Oh, well... I hate that this happens. That it says that you've gone too far for whatever reason and can't encamp. Because that was still like 53%. I'll just keep Skrulk by this force just in case some enemy group comes out of nowhere. And I think I said I wanted to add an assassin to this force as well. He won't be very powerful, but it'll be something that helps him out. It's interesting that the High Elves aren't taking all of the territory that's around there, that they could, because you'd think they would be a little bit more proactive on doing that. Because they won the battle at Bleakhold Fortress there. Unless they're strapped for money and they're doing sackings, I mean, it's a possibility. But it is the lovely Total War AI, which always makes interesting choices. And yet again, Vashnar's conquest has come to war with us, now on behalf of the Hung Warband. That kind of stuff really irritates me. It really does. I mean, fortunately, they're not anywhere near us that they would prove to be a threat, but it's still enough that, like, you know, how can this army that has never, of course, that has never even encountered us, somehow able to go to war with us?
Is mine. Most masterful of masters.
Alright, so you I can make immortal now. We always need more immortal people. And let's see. Nope, he can't encamp there either, even though, yet again, he's at like 55% movement range, so... I'm hoping that's a bug, and that they'll eventually sort it out. Because there are still a lot of things that they do need to sort out. Alright, we got 24,000 here, so we'll sack it. Alright, probably hit points I think would benefit the warlord the most there. And in the next turn we can take out that place fully and probably miss Snar as well. So if that's our plan... Oh yeah, I forgot I've already used him, so can't use him again.
Watches me.
Oh yeah, our guys at Hexwaddle. What to give you here? Well, increase your weapon strength.
One watches me.
Now I'm wondering if I get them strong enough, if I can head up to try and take on some of these High Elves up here as well. Provide some support to the Dark Elves. How are they liking me anyways? We're heading towards 393, we're pretty good. Ooh. Oh yeah, I forgot they did, I think, confederate those one bearded guys, so... The dwarves have taken pretty much... It looks like they're starting to really head into this area down here now. And of course, yet again, that assassin is taken out by that elf that's now level 29. I am still very sad, though, that Norska is being delayed to, like, May. Because they were a pretty good race in Warhammer, the first Warhammer. You know, I mean, they were definitely a big improvement overall on everything that you could do. So, it is a disappointment, but I understand why they're in the predicament that they're in.
Fight! Leave nothing!
And let's see, Mika, your forces are still alright. So hopefully you're good enough also to take Mistnar there without any issues. Nope, haven't lost anyone, so good.
Even in death we serve Ulthuan.
Mighty warlord!
Now that terrifying mask.
True disciple.
Let's see, we got the ruby ring there, so you're all decked out. What about you? Potion of healing, foul pendant. So not really anything worth changing out.
Faithful servant of decay. Loyal to Clan Can.
And I probably should give my forces some time to rest, although once we take Tori of Rest here, we'll definitely take that place, so they can rest there. They do have a lot of offense here, though, so I might want to be careful.
Harness to the power.
Alright, one more turn before Hexwaddle gets some of the covert choke points, and then I think I can probably start to move this army up to help the Dark Elves. I'm a little concerned, though, if they get hit by two armies up there, but still think they should do alright. And while I'm thinking of it, I should probably boost anything here that I can. They're still a ways away. 9 more turns before they get the 5 population surplus. And Lothern is now under siege. But, can we take him out? Ooh. It's iffy. We have a lot of spearmen. Phoenix. Some archers. I think we can take him on. I just gotta be careful with it. Because they don't... They have 2 things of archers there. Yeah, I just gotta be careful. So let's do this.
Fight, die for me. Warlord! Righteous frenzy!
Now I could have actually done a little thing where I got all of my forces to, oh, I do get the little bonuses that come from the defensive buildings. Nice.
Where's the target?
Alright, we're gonna move the assassin up to get a bit of field of view on what's facing us. Starting to take some hits from the princess there.
Assassin! Famine fury!
Units is Lord or Hero, hit points greater than 50%. Or is that something that I can only use on... Oh, I can only use it on my units.
Elf makers! Exterminate them! Fear that savage!
Come on, clan rats, stay together enough so I can blow you up.
Retreat! Retreat! Straight! Straight! Clanishing! Die then! Out of my way! Blood rats! Yes!
Alright, blew up some of my rat ogres there.
Voila! Move down! Yes, yes! Down! Escape! Yes, yes! Dominating! Yes, good, good! blades charged! Die, die, die! They flee! We run!
Also, again, I really hate that Phoenix when it comes back.
Unleash warp hell! Big priest! Ready, ready!
Alright. Now let's do as much damage as we can. I particularly want to get rid of this princess here. Especially if I can hopefully kill her completely. That would be very nice. Because I'm not sure, because this battle wasn't an ambush, if I'll actually wipe out the army. So, getting rid of this princess, since she has had some success, will be a good thing. Come on, princess. Just die. You're almost there. Almost there. And maybe... There we go. Alright. Eat the captives.
Not us! Eat! Swallow defeated!
And good, she was killed in battle, so that is a good thing for us. Now, Mr. Warlord, what to do with you? Do we want to build up your storm vermin forces? Your artillery? Let's build up the storm vermins, I guess. Since that's the first group of forces that I'm building up with you anyways.
War Warlock Engineer!
Oh, great. Now there's a force over there that's probably going to end up taking some settlements. And I'm going to have to go back over there and wipe them out all over again. Alright, let's take a look at our forces here. So you do need to build up your forces. Let's go to that. Or actually, let's go back a little. Hopefully then... Yes, okay, good. Skrulk, let's move your forces up a bit. Again, we won't go the full amount towards 50% because it's being weird. And that's good enough to start to heal. Alright, so we have this in Ellis Saley, which is down here. So, I don't know how useful dyes would be, but this will still be useful for us. And Lothern can now start to build up to the next level. We're making gradual progress. It's a little slow out here, especially because these lands aren't considered, well, they're uninhabitable, so it's not good for the Skaven, but we're still able to get forces out here. Are they going to try and attack the gate there? That would be interesting. Ooh, I wonder if he's going to try and take on, and might win there. That could be interesting. Alright, so, while looting a minor lizardman commune, your lord finds a hidden door in the side of one of the pyramid temples. Inside is a brilliant sheet of metal, carved with strange symbols. Your lord tries to stash it away, but too late, as the item has already caught your ever-watchful eye. So we can do chromatic armor, which does missile resistance, armor, and has an aura about it to reduce melee attack by 5. We can copy the symbols to increase research rate, or we can sell it, which gives a bonus of experience to him. I hate to do this because it's going to hurt his loyalty, but you know what? I'm going to confiscate it, but then I'm going to give it to him. So let's go back. Where are you? There you are. Okay, so he's still at 7 loyalty, which is still pretty good. Now, let's see. Well, we have that or that. We'll do that, because we're not going up against any dwarves right now. We'll do the Talisman of Endurance. And we give him Skaven Brew. Ooh, the Terrifying Mask of E we could give him, yes. Which will be useful at least until... Well, even with Bonebreaker, he only gets fear, he doesn't get terror, so... Alright, Hexawaddle does have its first bit of defense going, so we'll send him up. That Trillion there shouldn't be powerful enough to take on the Griffin Gate, so they should be safe there, I would think. Though they could try just bypassing it and getting to Whitefire Tor and taking more of those settlements back, and that'll be a pain, but we'll deal with that if we have to. Alright, next set we're going to do Gutter Runner Slingers. We'll do 3 sets of those, that'll be 2 turns. Skrulk is almost pretty much ready to go. We'll get him close and then have him take a moment to finish healing up.
All tales are mine. This way. Loyal to Clan Can.
Well, alright, we have another research thing available for us. Now we could do this ultimate experiment, which gives growth and tax rate boost. Or we can, you know what, let's do that, because I need to be able to take out some of their heroes. They don't have too many heroes remaining, but they have enough. And the Empire and Wood Elves are now at peace. That's interesting. And I wonder if the Dark Elves are going to succeed in taking that little place there. Hopefully. Go away, elves. Go away.
Horned One. I order scurry move. Where next now?
Gosh, 8 turns still. It does really hurt having to be in an uninhabitable climate, but what can you do?
Horned One watches me. No tunnel. I am Warlord. Guide us, Horned One. I say move. Horned One watches me.
Well, it looks like whatever happened here,
I am Morathi.
oh, that's a nice little army. A bunch of witch elves, and then some monsters. An interesting army, at least. It looks like whatever happened there, they took out whatever sort of threat they had going, so interesting. So I feel like I should have more food coming in from the gates instead of having just +3, but I don't know, maybe not. Now, once we do take all of Ulthuan, and we're able to move further towards the New World... Oh, what are you up to? And you did. Grrr. Once we are able to move to the New World, I think there's at least one, maybe two places in Bretonnia that have pastures. So that could be a good target. And I don't think they would present much of a threat to us. Yes, all of their settlements at Tier 3 have walls, but as we've seen, walls aren't much of a threat to Skaven. And Malekith won against Tyrion. Good. So the Hmong want peace, but I'm really not interested in it, because they got themselves into this mess. If they would have simply declared peace with Nagorond, they'd be good. Oh no! That was way quicker than I thought. Clan Moulder is destroyed now. Oh dear.
My eyes gone, but I see light power.
Alright, I think it is about time that we take Tory of Rest. Continue the siege.
Slay, fight Nash. Skaven warlord. Move march. A true disciple.
Let's see, this is the last little thing that you're able to do. You know what, we'll give you an assault garrison bonus.
Kill for clan.
And even though this is a large force, I think we're just going to auto-resolve it. Yeah, we survived it. Since we're going to be taking this place. Take it as a level 4, yeah.
Blades upgraded. Ulthuan soon.
Alright, first things first. Oh, we already got it. So we are getting 6 food from here. Oh, I gotta repair it though. So repair that. Let's see, the scrap heap. I guess we can repair that. We need walls. And what else do we want to build here? Let's do something that'll help our income. So we'll do... Oh, no, we want growth. That's what we want. Yes. Okay, so this should help with our army here replenishing relatively quickly. And let's see. I've done extra powder, so we'll do triangulation. So now we'll just have to take Elisali, whatever we want to call that place. And then we can move back into the mainland to wipe out the rest of those High Elf forces.
All tales are mine. Another victory. Praise me.
And the Dark Elves did take back that colony. That's good.
Inventor, yes.
Erkling, you are back. Let's have you assault some units there.
You slow things and make them slower.
Failure, but at least you leveled up. They're attacking the gate, but it's not going to go well for them, so we'll just auto-resolve it. And they completely wipe themselves out. That's good. No! Poor Arkling. At least you got up one level before you died again. Okay, now the Hmong have finally negotiated peace with Necrond, so it might be worth considering. It only took like 100-something plus turns, but... Alright, so since Hmong is now at peace, we'll get peace with them. They seem willing to take it because they are a survivor. They don't tend to throw themselves away. Alright, so let's keep you moving. And I could actually just send you out to take out Tordranil there. Although that's interesting. I didn't know that Tordranil is considered a suitable climate. I wonder why that is, and that's the... Oh wait, there's actually... This whole area is considered suitable. Huh. I didn't pay attention to that the last time that I was going through here.
Diabolical. My command.
Hi there, Jamesy on Twitch. Corruption does actually alter regional stability, at least Skaven corruption for their own, so you actually have to be careful with it. Let's see. Blooded Axe wants me to join the fight against the Necrarch Brotherhood. Given that the Necrarch are allies with the Dwarves, and it would give me an opportunity to kind of cause some issues with them, sure. Yeah, you actually have to be careful with it. Now, once you have the public order building set up in a province, they actually do all right. But if you don't have that building set up, you can kind of cause yourself to go into a problem. I'll actually show it once this turn is done. Alright, yeah, that's good. Alright, so let's go down here. We'll take my home province, for example. So Ixel here, their current corruption is 70% Skaven, 26% Untainted, and 3% Vampire from the Vampire Coast that's up here. So if you look at the public order, corruption is -1. If I recall correctly, I think once Skaven corruption is over 50%, it starts to negatively affect it. But fortunately, let's see, do I have the public? You know what? I don't think I have the public order building here. But I think, oh wait, no. The Plague Abbey does help public order as well. Okay. So I have a public order building. So having either that or the other one, this little bell thing, having either of those and you're pretty well set. So Skaven corruption doesn't really affect it as much as like chaos corruption for like the Empire or something like that. At least not without potentially being at like 100%. But Skaven buildings are weird too, because you have some that do Skaven corruption, and then you have other ones that do Untainted, like yeah, this Obsidian. So most resource buildings produce Untainted, no problem. And then this Scrap Heap also does Untainted. Now why a Scrap Heap does Untainted, I don't exactly understand, but what can you do? Alright, so these guys are already moving to attack Salia there. So, you know what? Should I let them do it? I probably could. Let's have Skrulk. Well, let's see. Skrulk can move further. I don't want to do that. Not Skrulk. Mika, there you go.
I say move. All suffer. Move.
Yeah, for the most part, Skaven do benefit from having a lot of Untainted for their public order. I think if it's, you know, low 30s or whatever, they get a few points plus. So that's always a little help. But overall, I am, at least late game, I haven't had many issues with public order. There are also some technologies I think that give public order. Let's see. Ruthless, set examples. I know Murdered Dissenters is at least one of them. I thought there was maybe another one, but I can't recall exactly.
I am warlord.
I'll definitely say from my experience that Skaven late game are much better than Skaven early game. Early game, they can be a mess.
Watches.
And the Empire is now going to war with everyone. Interesting.
Pestilence all powerful.
And you want me to join the war against that little errantry. Where are they anyways? They're one, two, they have a couple places there, but I'm not going to join that war yet. Because they like to send ships over, and I don't need to worry about that right now. No, I don't want to right now. Well, one thing that I've noticed is, oh yeah, for those who are watching this later, Jamesy asked, he's only played the early campaign, so what helps their leadership? Pretty much what helps is not using the low tier units. That has been the biggest thing that I've noticed. Using the Storm Vermin and the Storm Vermin Halberds versus the Clan Rats and the Skaven Slaves. The Skaven Slaves are alright with the Slingers, because you can keep them out of the action a little bit. but I've noticed as soon as I've gone to using Storm Vermin that they don't shatter nearly as much as they used to. They still can. Like I had a army in a little bit earlier that ended up shattering, and I had to rebuild this whole army that I'm rebuilding over in Ulthuan. So that was a mess. That I was not too happy with. So, but I mean, it definitely helps to have the elite units go in with numbers and, you know, make use of their artillery. Oh yeah, yeah, they do really rout when you have all the lower tier units, and it really is bad. I mean, I hope that Creative Assembly actually boosts them a little bit by the time that they do some of their updates with Tomb Kings and all that. I can just auto-resolve. Yeah, we're doing all right there. We'll just raise it. But, yeah, so don't use the lower tier units if possible. That Gambler's armor, is that pretty good? Sure. So he has 20 from that, he'll get 30 from that. That should be pretty good. And his base missile resistance is pretty good too there, okay. April or May, I believe, is actually what's supposed to be Norska. I believe Tomb Kings are set for January. I know Norska was supposed to come earlier, but they had some issues with the implementation. And it sounds pretty much like they kind of have to do it from scratch. I mean, outside of doing, like, probably the assets for the units. Yeah, I'm definitely really excited to see the Tomb Kings show up, so. I think of the factions... Okay, are you going to be able to hit it? No. Oh, you better not get into trouble with that army coming over. Yeah, Tomb Kings is probably the one faction I've been waiting for since Warhammer came out. Only because I'm a big Egypt person, and there's a lot of that's based off of Egypt, so. Wow, the Empire's just going to war with everyone there. And I'm guessing that when the first army is there mentioned that it's them declaring war on them. So within 2 turns, I think they've declared war on like 3 different factions out here. So either the Empire is doing really good, or they're just having bad diplomacy with everyone. Will the starting zone be around where the Necrarch Brotherhood starts? That's what I believe. That's pretty much what I believe, yeah. Like you said, the Necrarch Brotherhood are pretty much like a placeholder for them. That's my assumption as well, or if they do, they'll start the Necrarch Brotherhood as a smaller faction, like nearby. Because if we look at it from the diplomacy screen, or the whatever, let's see. So the Necrarch Brotherhood are, well, let's see, they have like the Southern Badlands and that sort of thing. So I think it'll be somewhere around here. Either, like one of these, either Khemri, well probably Khemri I think would probably be one of the starting locations. I don't know how many Legendary Lords they're going to do for Tomb Kings, if they're just going to do 2 of them, or what exactly, but yeah, definitely still interested to see what they do with it. Alright, so they did not move their forces down, so let's take... I'll fight this one, I guess. Only because I can do much better than the auto-resolve gives me. Now, Jamesy, pay attention here because this is... I mean, you may have already done this with other factions, but with Skaven, this plan generally goes pretty well with assaulting fortresses. I'll gently choose one place to start it off with my artillery and all that. You want the storm vermin set up to take most of the fire from the towers and that sort of thing. So that's why I generally keep them up front. Your gutter runner slingers keep to the side. They'll be important later. So long as they're not in the field of fire, they should be good because they have the stock mechanic, so they won't be seen until later. Okay, and oh, my heroes as well. So I group up my Plague Claw catapults and the Warp Lightning Cannons. The Lightning Cannons actually do much better against the towers, but I include the catapults as well for them, so just to get them down quicker. So let's start the battle. Oh, I didn't want to do that. So first things first is I focus on the towers, take those out. It looks like there's really only two I have to worry about on my forces. Now sometimes Warp Lightning Cannons are weird. There's a little bug that causes them to try and move towards the targets all the way up into it, so you gotta watch that every once in a while. If they do that, try to rearrange them to the side. That sometimes seems to help. Alright, one tower's down, and the other one should be following shortly. Alright, both towers are down. Next, I use the Warp Lightning Cannons to focus on the parts of the wall that have the most archers, and the Plague Claw catapults, I just sort of let them fire along the wall. Now, if you're using a Plague Priest, you already kind of have a bit of a head start because they can damage the walls and all that. But at the same time, if the walls are already damaged, you don't have them kind of stuck on the walls to be hit. One thing that I've mentioned before while streaming the Skaven is I like to use the walls as a trap for my enemies. Yeah, their archers may have a long range, but that doesn't help them any when they can't reach the artillery. And we can probably speed this up a little bit. Alright, we've caused a couple holes. That's when I move up the Gutter Runner Slingers. Let's actually focus them to the left here, I think. So they'll attempt to use the archers to try and take on my slingers once they appear and start to attack. But that'll also open them up to my artillery as well. And because they have the poison and all of that, they're generally pretty good at breaking down their archers. So yes, the elves do have better archers, but once you've softened them up with the artillery, it's pretty easy to take him on with the slingers. At this point, I generally bring up the Storm Vermin Halberds, because every once in a while they do have the cavalry units. I'm actually, now that I'm looking at it, I don't think this group has any cavalry defending, so I actually should be good. So actually I'll do the Hell Pits and the Rat Ogres. But yeah, especially against AI, this tactic works great. I make no promises on using it in multiplayer battles, because a human is obviously a bit more random, different. But against the AI, this tactic has definitely helped me out using the Skaven. It would definitely help with other factions too that have the artillery and all that, like dwarves and the Empire. Oh, see, I didn't even have to bring my forces in, and they retreat.
Another victory!
And that looks like much better results than what the auto-resolve was offering to me before, so... Alright, they can't do anything else for this turn, but eventually we can head down towards White Peak there.
All tales are mine!
I actually do have a YouTube. I think on my Twitch I do have it posted. Newbie Plays Gaming. So I stream to both YouTube and Twitch. And let's see, I do uploads every Tuesday, Thursday, or streams lately, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So be sure to check it out there, subscribe, and you can keep track of everything there. No problem.
A true disciple.
I also have a whole bunch of other, let's see, I've done Bretonia. I did a multiplayer with my friend Merrick, doing, he was the Empire and I was Dwarves, and I've also done Chaos, I believe. So, a few other things to check out there if you have any, looking for any inspiration or that sort of thing.
Loyal to clan. Where's my dome racket?
Oh, hey, I completely forgot that that guy was gradually leveling up. Okay, let's take a look. How are things looking here? Mika can head there. Port Ellister. I think I have a mission for Port Ellister. I do. One more turn to complete. So let's go do that then.
We are brave, mighty.
Nice!
Yes, yes.
Yeah, a dual campaign of Chaos and Beastman I would think would work out pretty well.
Vermin attempt me.
I wanted to actually do another campaign with Merrick in Mortal Empires, but unfortunately his schedule has been atrocious, so we haven't been able to do that. But yeah, there's a lot of opportunities now, and I'm definitely looking forward to when Norska comes out to potentially do that. And I'm guessing that was you? Thank you for the subscription. Alright, Mika, what do we want to do with you? Your gutter runners? I think we are gutter runners.
Victory! Now eat swallow defeated! Loyal to can.
Yeah, I'm definitely much more active on YouTube than I have been on Twitch. I've only recently gotten it set up to stream on Twitch as well as YouTube. But, you know, trying to expand it out a little bit, do more on Twitch.
My eyes gone, but I see.
Scroll, we'll just leave you there, I guess, for right now. Actually, you know what, we'll move you.
Scamper forward. I attack my altar. Make it I can.
And do definitely be careful when doing Skaven with what I'm doing with the auto-resolve, because don't get too used to using auto-resolve until late game, and only do it against like undefended settlements, because otherwise it can definitely eat into your forces. That's why with this army, because he's a newer hero, or newer legendary lord, I had to, not legendary lord, just regular lord. I had to actually fight that battle, because otherwise it would have probably taken up a good amount of my forces there, so just be careful with that. Skaven are looked down upon by the auto-resolve gods. Yes, the Skaven do get a lot of cannon fodder, which is good and bad. I mean, yes, they can overwhelm, but at the same time, if it's not done correctly, they fall apart. I mean, yes, the Skaven slaves and all that are considered expendable, and they shouldn't hurt your forces when they fall. To, you know, adding that army losses modifier, but it does hurt when they end up, you know, all dying in mass.
Stop! Die!
Alright, White Peak, am I gonna have to fight you? Probably. Yeah, you're showing me as halfway. So this one could be interesting. I think it's considered expendable. High Elves don't have any expendable units. But if you look at, like, well, let's look over here real quick. You can... Oh, wait. I would have to go somewhere I can recruit units. Here we go. So let's see. Oh, yeah, here. So regular Skaven slaves, expendable. Yeah, the undead do have, I think their zombies and maybe some of their skeletons are considered expendable, but it says witnessing friendly expendable units rout does not reduce other units' leadership, unless they are themselves Oh! So maybe that's the key thing as to why we had the issues, or why I had the issues. Because I didn't pay attention to that second part, that unless they are themselves expendable. So that could be why I've sometimes had those issues, fielding large armies of Skaven slaves. So I guess that's something to keep in mind. If you use Skaven slaves and an expendable role, don't keep them, don't have a whole bunch of expendable units, just a few. Oh yeah, before I go any further, what else do I want to do with this army here? Let's do plate claw catapults. I have room for more slingers, so we'll do that as well. Alright, let's see. The dragon's gonna be a pain, and those phoenix are really a pain. Because they keep coming back. It's like... just die, phoenix, die. Okay, well, let's see what we can do with them.
Yes, yes. Smell.
Alright, doesn't look like we have any really good locations. Let's focus here.
Warp lightning cannon. Guide us, Horned One. Horned One. Yes. Yes, yes. Mighty warlord, baby. Hidden enemy.
Alright, that's all my forces. Let's see how this goes. Now hopefully the warp lightning cannons can do enough damage to that dragon. And the menace blow is pretty much the best way to use that, is against like artillery that are undefended. That's what I've noticed from it pretty much. Unfortunately, they fall apart relatively quickly. The dragon is almost broken. That's a good sign. And I think we took care of that dragon, I think. As I've said, I really hate that Phoenix because it is a pain to take out.
Exterminate them!
Really, Phoenix? Well, at least you're shattered. And I think we have won this one. Alright. Well, this was one of the first battles that I've really used the Hell Pit Abomination, and if anything, I think it helps only because it has terror and fear.
Another victory!
And to raise it. Alright, so gonna have to take him to the Eagle Gate there so he can put himself back together.
Blessed with faith. Yes, yes. A true disciple. What? Horned one command. Rakatata. On to hell, hell. Too much power. Retreat. Stench of others.
Oh, come on, little beastman herd. I thought you were gonna take that place out.
All tales are mine. Tell me what?
And now they want a military alliance. They've gone from at war to wanting a military alliance. Well, how are you with Nagaron? You're looking pretty friendly with Nagaron now. So, sure. You just better not drag me into a war with Nagarons. Or try to, anyways.
Loyal to Clan Can. Most masterful of masters. Get the things. Clan pestilence is all. Scamper forward. Step, die.
Alright, this one I can just auto-resolve.
March advance when ready.
Pipes of Piebald. It's a constant effect. Engaged in melee. Oh, disabled if engaged in melee. Reduces charge speed and bonus. Interesting.
Bring decay.
And I could head right up and take Torfinu, so sure.
Die. Bring death. Disease. Find the warp stone, brother.
And that should just leave the Shrine of Asurian that I have to take there. So we're almost to a good point.
This city, mine.
Also nice is that I can finally take the, or build the Eagle Gate up to the next level.
In my objects.
Arkling, what to do with you?
Sneaking, open gates. Night runners.
Another failure, but at least you got some experience there. Let's see. Take a moment and look at how Lothern is strength-wise. They're at 33. They're... Ooh. I don't think they have any power at all. They're not looking good at all. But they still won't do a peace treaty.
I will.
Because they utterly hate us. Oh well. But yeah, I don't think they have any remaining armies that I can tell. Yeah, I'm not seeing any Lothern armies. Oh, one Lothern army here. And they're fleeing.
Pestilence will come to all.
Beast catches. You want me to join... Why do you want me to go to war with the Vampire Coast? I'm not gonna do that. Why am I military allies with you if you're at war with them? They were probably invited by some force to join the war. Ooh. The High Sentinel. Was that a Beast Catcher's place? That is. Oh dear. Look at all those feral carnosaurs. Well, that's not good. I might have to decide to end up joining that war after all if the Vampire Coast can't do anything about them. And let's see. Unlocks the recruitment of all of those things. Chaos Spawn, Feral Carnosaurs, War Hydras.
We are brave, knight. Seek out pain. Scurry forward.
Didn't I take the Shrine of Assyrian? I'm kind of wondering if I did. I can't remember now. Maybe not. Maybe I was looking at it and then I got distracted. It's entirely possible. Alright, you have room for 2 more sets of units. So I could do Plague Monk Censer Bearers. Maybe I'll do one of those and one of Death Runners. Or should I do all Death Runners? Well, the Censer Bearers do more damage. The Death Runners... well... can dodge. Oh, I don't know. We'll do 1 and 1, I guess. Alright. You know what? Let's do the ultimate experiments now.
Harness for the power. Unlock the gates. Yes, yes.
Arkling, I'll get you to level up eventually.
Must spread our own cloud. Open the book of woe. Ratagrush. All tales are mine.
Let's see. Tilly... am I gonna be able to take him out? I don't know. It says that they're supposed to be here somehow.
Them, yes, yes. Panic free. I grow stronger.
Alright, Mika, what else can we do for you?
Disciple.
So you've gotten to the point of Deadly Onslaught. Let's do Scarred Veteran. Finish that up.
Loyal to can. Lord Skrulk.
Skrulk. Let's get you into friendly territory so you can rebuild your forces. Actually, change of mind. Head for Elisali.
Scamper forward. Horned one's realm.
Also, why is the wall strength there weakened? I don't know why it is. I don't think any heroes attacked it.
Techno magic. Yes, yes.
Arkling, you succeeded! Alright, let's do Assault Garrison.
Ashen rules the night.
Cheery Flesh, you are all ready to go. So we'll move you up.
Strike forth.
And I think we can end the turn here. So I wonder how much food I can gather overall, what my current food capacity is.
Cannot see you, but I...
And the Beast Sketches want a trade agreement. So, sure. Bashners want a regular peace treaty, so again, sure.
Most masterful of masters. Move march.
Alright, so let's see. Do they have walls? They do have walls. We'll damage them.
Yes, yes. Successful class.
Also, I was at 190 before. Oh, there it is. That's my total that I can have. So let's attack and take that settlement. And Skrulk has a pretty good chance. Ugh, we lost one set of storm vermin. That kind of sucks, but we're taking the settlement.
Find precious things. Make hoard. This is dark omen.
Alright, let's do dyes, I guess.
Doom decay.
Alright, now the question becomes, what do I do to get his storm vermin back up? Let's see, we have 3 of those, 1 halberd, so we want a halberd one.
I am the Plague Lord. No fuzz.
Mika will have you run over. Next, Arkling Assault Garrison. Success.
Hornet one watches me.
And then we'll head in and take this out.
My orders. Slay no furs. Bury it. Good.
Alright, we're making good progress overall. Let's see. I suppose boost that. Hexwaddle will continue to build you up. I wonder if I should take some of the settlements that are around here. If that would be useful to do. And then I can, oh, something to consider. For the time being, though, let's actually look back at some of our fully held places. Chakwa is not one of them. Like this place, for example. So I can do public order, growth, recruitment costs. Let's do public order, I guess. We'll do that one instead of doing the food, because right now we're doing pretty well on our food supply. So let's see. That is going to efficient planning. This is already on efficient planning. So hopefully by going to that will increase the amount of money that we're bringing in, because we really don't need the extra food for the moment. And now that we do have this province, I think I will have that focus on food.
true disciple.
Alright. So I need to start spreading out. Let's see. Plague. Pestilent birth. We'll do that, I guess. So I need to start sending out some forces to cause some problems out there. Let's see. Lothern. Once I get... Let's see. I think once I get the clan barracks up enough... One of those I'll get up enough. Let's see. You... Plague Priest, no, Assassins. Let's see, let's see. Should I do it now? I could probably do it now. We'll do it now. So Assassin, well, Plague Priest. Damage walls, assault garrisons. Is it the Warlock Engineer that can attack buildings then? Warlock Engineer blocks armies, wounds, and increases mobility. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, steel technology. So we can't damage buildings with them. Okay. Trying to think of what my future plan will be for going to Bretonnia. Might just try to spread corruption there for the moment. Vampire Coasts, you want me to join the war against the Beast Sketches? No, not at this time.
I have seen you.
Military access, since you're being friendly now, yes. We actually made a defensive alliance with Nagaron, good monk. Alright, so the question becomes, what do I do from here? Let's see, you guys are pretty well set. So I could have you start to move up here, because they're all the way up there though.
March, march! Assassinating.
Arkling, let's have you head over here. And eventually you can join the forces that are heading out to Bretonnia to cause some issues. Skrulk is still rebuilding, Mika is rebuilding.
Guide us, Horned One.
And Knife is almost finished.
I'm special. Tremble, mortal.
Let's see. Oh, the Bretonians have taken a little place out here. Well, we'll see if it continues. Well, Ulthuan is almost destroyed. They have like 3 provinces left, I think. 4 provinces. What the hell was that? Alright, Malekith wants me to join this war now, so sure. I better not regret it, though. Well, that's a good sign. It looked like the Vampire Coast survived that attack.
Pestilence will come to all.
And the Necroc Brotherhood is looking for peace, but I'm not going to do it right now. Actually, instead of heading towards Bretonia, I could head down here and take out the Necroc Brotherhood. Uh-oh. Why are you taking... Blighted by forces of chaos? Oh, why are you spreading chaos in my land? Go away. Alright, well at sea you're not having issues right now, so that's good. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna head down here. We'll take out the Necroc Brotherhood so we can secure the land down here. Eventually take out the last remnants of the lizard men who are down here somewhere. I have no idea where they are, but they're down here somewhere. I can't communicate with the Silver Host there. I'm guessing because they just don't have access? Or we haven't actually discovered them? Alright, do I want to do a military alliance with Clan Moors? Not yet. Not when they're at war with everyone. Huh, the Border Princes are still alive. I wonder if they're buddy-buddy with the dwarves. Because that could explain it. Alright, you, knife. Let's move you over here. Oh, why are you having... Never mind, I can't move them yet, because they still have public order issues.
Guide us, Horned One. Break water.
Alright, next turn I can take that little mysterious island and continue heading up. Can't really do much with you. Settlement upgrade, Griffin Gate. And another one? Oh wait, no, I guess not. Suppose it would be possible that I could just gather up and do what Chaos does. Gather up a whole bunch of Plague Priests, set all the way to spread their corruption and just send them all over. But, I don't know if that would be a good strategy or not. And the Silver Host declared war on the Greenskins, which is a very bad sign for the Greenskins. when you have a lesser faction declaring war on you, it's just not good at all. Alright. Knife, what to do? Or Mr. Plague Priest guy. Let's see, we have that. Does that will give me a little bit extra public order.
I am the Plague Lord.
And we're gonna need some help with public order here as well, it looks like. But once I get some of these all set up, hopefully that'll help push out some of the chaos corruption. And I really just gotta get them moving away somewhere.
Bless with faith. Sail the great leader.
Alright, so let's do Farsight. The Trunk of Maps, Campaign Line of Sight, and Magic Item Drop, Sacred Banner of the Horned Rat.
Big puddle.
Oh, apparently there's a storm there, so that's why my fleet would have taken some attrition.
I lead.
And Mika, I'll just leave you there for the moment, because Skulk's not ready yet. Alright, this will probably be the last turn before I head on out for the night. Definitely made progress. Ulthuan is pretty much all now either raised or in a little bit of Skaven control, so that's definitely a good thing. So now I get to focus on probably the Necroc Brotherhood. Lothern has probably 3 or 4 settlements remaining, something like that. And their armies are pretty well decimated. So the Dark Elves should be able to finish them up pretty much. Definitely the big concern later on is going to be dealing with the dwarves, because they are definitely the powerhouse going on right now. Alright, you. Can I get you there? Let's see. You'll be safe there, so let's get you there, I guess. Mika, I can't move you until these are good to go, and I still... that 10 military presence is still helping, so can't really do anything there. Let's see if we can't get this Blooded Axe tribe to go somewhere. So they're currently at war with the Hung Warband. They are at war with the Necroc Brotherhood. So can I give them the target of Phyrus? Hopefully. That should hopefully get them out of the way a little bit. Let's just give them a little gift to help out their forces as well. I would hope that they can do a little bit better against vampires than they have against the High Elves. So yeah, Mika's not going to be able to move. You. Let's head down along the coast. Alright, so we'll end the turn, so we're all ready to go in the next episode. Next episode, we'll start to focus on the Necroc Brotherhood, see where we can go from there. If there's anything you want to see, be sure to let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. If you enjoy these videos, also be sure to leave a like. And, you know, never be afraid to leave a comment, whether it's good or bad. You know, if there's anything you see me doing with the Skaven that I could be doing better, definitely let me know, because I think I've definitely improved versus what it was in the first few episodes, but there's still so much more room for me to improve, I'm sure. Alright, and that is it. Alright folks, see you in the next episode.